Have you ever found yourself staring at a blank slate? Not the kind of blank slate people celebrate, the one filled with limitless potential, but the kind of blank slate that feels like an empty void, no direction, no resources, no hand to guide you, just nothing. And maybe you've been there. Maybe you're there right now. And if you are, let me ask you this. How do you build a life when you have nothing to start with? This isn't a hypothetical question. It's a real one. The kind that life throws at us when we least expect it. It's the question that separates those who stay stuck from those who rise up. It's the question that tests your resolve, your courage, and your belief in what's possible. And I'll tell you something. There are two types of people in this world. Those who see nothing as a reason to stop, and those who see nothing as the ultimate opportunity to begin. If you've been knocked down, if you've been overlooked, underestimated, or left behind, this is the moment I need you to listen closely. Because everything you think is holding you back, your circumstances, your lack of resources, your failures, those things are not the chains keeping you from success. They are the fire, the fuel, and the foundation for something far greater than you can imagine. But only if you choose to see them that way. Let me ask you something. What would you do if you weren't afraid of failing? Think about it. Strip away the fear, the doubt, the voice in your head that tells you it's too late, it's too hard, you don't have enough. What would you do? Because here's the truth. Failure isn't what stops most people. Fear is. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of starting from zero. Fear of dreaming too big and falling short. Fear of dreaming too big and falling short. But let me tell you something. It's better to fail trying than to succeed at standing still. I know what it's like to feel like the odds are stacked against you. I know what it's like to look around and see nothing, no money, no support, no clear path forward, and wonder if it's even worth trying. But I also know this. You don't need everything to start. You just need a reason. That reason can be anything. It can be your family, your future, your dreams. It can be the promise you made to yourself on those nights when you felt like giving up. It doesn't matter what your reason is, as long as it's strong enough to pull you forward when life tries to pull you back. You see, the game of life isn't won by those with the most resources, the most talent, or the best connections. It's won by those who refuse to quit. By those who see obstacles as opportunities. By those who don't wait for permission to succeed. They create their own path. Brick by brick, step by step, moment by moment. And yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you're going to stumble. Yes, there will be days when you wonder if it's all worth it. But let me remind you of something. Every person you admire, every success story you've ever heard started in the same place. With a dream, a decision, and the courage to begin. MJ. You might be thinking, that's easy for them to say. They had advantages I don't have. But let me tell you something that no one talks about. The people who succeed are not the ones who have everything. They're the ones who make the most of what they have, no matter how little it seems. They're the ones who look at their empty hands and say, I will build something anyway. So what about you? Are you ready to stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect circumstances, the perfect opportunity? Are you ready to stop telling yourself that you're not enough, that you don't have enough, that you'll never be enough? Because the truth is you already are. You are enough. Right here, right now. With everything you have and everything you don't. Here's what I want you to do. Stop thinking about what you lack. Start thinking about what you can create. Stop focusing on what you don't have. Start focusing on what you can do with what's in front of you. Because the secret to success isn't in having more, it's in doing more with less. I'll say it again, it's not about what you start with, it's about what you do with what you have. It's not about what you start with, it's about what you do with what you have. Every day you have a choice. You can let your circumstances define you, or you can define your circumstances. You can let the world tell you who you are, or you can tell the world who you're going to be. You can let fear hold you back, or you can use it to push you forward. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep waiting for someone to hand you the life you want? Or are you going to get up, take control, and build it yourself? Because no one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. But here's the good news. You don't need them to. You already have everything you need to start. You have your mind, your heart, your determination, and those things are worth more than all the money in the world. Because money can't buy grit. It can't buy resilience. It can't buy the kind of strength that comes from starting with nothing and turning it into something. And that's what this is about. This isn't just about getting by. It's about rising above. It's about proving to yourself and to the world that you are capable of more than anyone ever thought possible. So start today. Start now. Not when you feel ready, because you'll never feel ready. Not when you have enough, because you'll never feel like you have enough. Start with what you have, where you are, and let the rest unfold. Because the truth is, life isn't waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to begin. Starting from nothing is often seen as a disadvantage, but it's actually one of the greatest opportunities you can have. I mean, focus on yourself. You begin with no money, no resources, and no connections. You are forced to tap into something far more valuable. Your inner strength, creativity, and determination. These qualities are the foundation of lasting success, and they cannot be bought, inherited, or handed to you. Starting from zero shapes your character in a way that no other experience can, teaching you lessons that money never will. Anyway, think about this. When you have nothing to lose, you also have nothing to fear. There's no risk of failure because you're not clinging to what you don't have. This creates a unique kind of freedom. You're no longer constrained by what others think or bound by a need to protect comfort and security. Instead, you're in a position to take bold steps, to experiment, and to pursue paths that others might avoid. Because you're right now creating superhuman potential. To those people that we're introduced to today, it's in this freedom that the seeds of greatness are planted. Starting with nothing also teaches you how to see value where others see emptiness. When resources are scarce, you learn to think critically and maximize every opportunity. A person who has to hustle for every dollar understands the true value of money and time in a way that someone handed wealth on a silver platter never will. You develop an appreciation for hard work and the discipline to make every small step count. You don't waste time waiting for the perfect conditions or the ideal opportunity, because you understand that success comes from action, not circumstances. It's true. And you get that, right? You know. It's also worth remembering that many of the world's most successful people, scions of industry, innovation, and entrepreneurship, started with nothing. They weren't born with wealth or privilege, they built it. And their stories share a common thread. They didn't let their lack of resources hold them back. Instead, they used their circumstances as fuel. They leveraged their struggles, their hunger and their desire to escape mediocrity to propel themselves forward. The challenges they faced didn't weaken them. They strengthened them. When you have nothing, you are also free from distractions. You can focus entirely on the process of building. You don't have the weight of managing excess or maintaining appearances. Every ounce of your energy goes into creating something new, something meaningful. This laser focus often leads to breakthroughs that wealth and comfort can't provide. As collective people, we have the highest ethic. But perhaps the greatest lesson of starting with nothing is this: it forces you to develop belief in yourself. When there's no one else to lean on, no cushion to fall back on, you learn to trust your own instincts, your own abilities, and your own resilience. This belief becomes the unshakable foundation on which you build your success. Because here's the truth: money can run out, opportunities can dry up, but the confidence and skills you develop when you start from nothing will stay with you for life. Starting with nothing is not the end, it's the beginning. It's the start of a journey that will test you, push you, and ultimately transform you. It's not about what you don't have. It's about what you're willing to do with what you've got. And if you embrace this opportunity, you'll discover that having nothing isn't a weakness, it's your greatest strength. Having a vision is the cornerstone of building wealth, especially when you're starting with nothing. Vision is what allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It's the ability to imagine a future so compelling that it pulls you forward, even when your present circumstances seem bleak. Without vision, you're like a ship without a compass, adrift, directionless, and vulnerable to the currents of life. But with a clear vision, you create purpose, focus, and a path forward. When you have nothing, your vision becomes your most powerful tool. It's your ability to see not just what is, but what could be. It's about looking beyond your current limitations and imagining a future where those limitations no longer exist. Vision is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to go. And it's the first step in turning dreams into reality. A strong vision isn't just a vague idea. It's detailed, specific, and emotionally compelling. It's not enough to say, I want to be rich. You need to define what wealth means to you. Is it financial freedom? Is it the ability to travel the world, provide for your family, or start a business that changes lives? The clearer your vision, the easier it becomes to focus your energy and make decisions that align with your goals. When you visualize success, you're training your mind to believe in its possibility. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a proven psychological principle. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagination and reality. So when you consistently envision your goals, you start to rewire your brain to seek out opportunities and solutions that align with that vision. This is why many of the most successful people in the world credit visualization as a key part of their journey. But vision alone isn't enough. It requires commitment. It's easy to dream when the road is smooth, but real vision shines in the face of adversity. When things go wrong, when progress feels slow, or when others doubt you, your vision is what keeps you going. It becomes your anchor, reminding you why you started and why you must keep moving forwards. How can you? Your vision also helps you filter out distractions and stay focused. When you're clear about your distractions, it's easier to say no to things that don't align with your goals. This clarity is critical because in the journey to wealth, you'll face countless temptations to deviate from your path. Your vision is what keeps you grounded, ensuring that every step you take is leading you closer to your ultimate goal. Perhaps most importantly, vision inspires belief, not just in yourself, but in others. When you communicate your vision with passion and clarity, you attract people who share your values and want to support your journey. Vision has the power to draw opportunities, partnerships, and resources into your life that might otherwise have seemed out of reach. It's important to remember that your vision is yours. It doesn't have to conform to anyone else's expectations or standards. It's about what matters most to you and what kind of life you want to create. And while the path to realizing your vision may not always be clear, the act of having a vision gives you a reason to start. It gives you something to aim for, something to fight for, and something to build. When you have nothing, your vision is your starting point. It's the light that guides you through the darkness. The map that shows you the way forward, and the fuel that keeps you moving when the road gets tough. The mindset you adopt when starting with nothing is the single most powerful determinant of your success. It's not the money in your bank account, the resources at your disposal, or the connections you lack. It's the way you think that will shape your path to wealth. Your mindset is the lens through which you view challenges, opportunities, and even failures. And when you begin with nothing, cultivating the right mindset is not just important, it's essential. At the core of this transformation is shifting from a poverty mindset to a growth mindset. A poverty mindset focuses on scarcity. I don't have enough. There's no way I can do this. Or people like me never succeed. It traps you in a cycle of doubt and inaction, convincing you that the obstacles in your life are insurmountable. But a growth mindset, that's the game changer. A growth mindset says, I don't have it yet, but I can learn. What can I do with what I have? And Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. The growth mindset is about believing in the power of effort and adaptability. When you believe that your abilities can be developed and that your circumstances can improve through hard work, you open the door to possibilities that were previously invisible. This mindset allows you to see failures not as permanent roadblocks, but as valuable lessons. Every mistake becomes an opportunity to refine your approach and move closer to your goals. To develop a wealth-oriented mindset, you must also reframe your relationship with money. People with a poverty mindset often see money as the goal itself, something to chase and hoard. But in reality, money is just a tool, a means to achieve greater freedom, impact, and opportunities. When you start to see money as a resource to be leveraged rather than something to be feared or idolized, you begin to approach financial decisions with clarity and purpose. Another critical aspect of mindset is learning to value your time. People who succeed understand that time is the most precious asset they have, even more so than money. When you start with nothing, you might feel like you don't have much to offer, but you do have time. The way you use that time determines the trajectory of your life. Are you investing it in learning new skills, building relationships, and taking action? Are there any, or are you letting it slip away through procrastination and distractions? A wealth mindset prioritizes time and uses it intentionally to create long-term value. Intentionally. Gratitude is another often overlooked pillar of a wealth mindset. Even when you have little, finding things to be grateful for shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude fosters positivity, which fuels motivation and perseverance. It's not about pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about choosing to focus on what you can control and what's going right. This shift in perspective empowers you to move forward with confidence, even in the face of adversity. Growth is about empowerment. Even in the face of adversity, a wealth mindset also embraces the concept of resourcefulness over resources. It's not about what you don't have. It's about making the most of what you do have. When you adopt this approach, you start to see opportunities everywhere. That lack of money, it pushes you to find creative solutions. That absence of connections, it drives you to build relationships from the ground up. This mindset transforms limitations into stepping stones, proving that your circumstances don't define your potential. Finally, adopting a wealth mindset requires surrounding yourself with the right influences. The people you spend time with, the books you read, and the content you consume all shape the way you think. Seek out mentors, role models, and communities that inspire you to aim higher. Distance yourself from negativity and naysayers who reinforce limiting beliefs. Your environment plays a powerful role in shaping your mindset, so choose it wisely. When you start with nothing, your mindset becomes your greatest asset. It's the foundation for every action you take, every decision you make, and every goal you achieve. By embracing a growth mindset, redefining your relationship with money, valuing your time, practicing gratitude, and staying resourceful, you unlock the ability to create wealth not just in your bank account, but in every area of your life. The right mindset, starting with nothing is not a disadvantage. It's a launch pad for extraordinary success. Pre-arranged outcomes are not due to unexpected situations. Time is the most valuable asset you have, especially when you're starting with nothing. Unlike money, which can be earned, invested, and multiplied, time is finite and irreplaceable. How you choose to use it will determine the speed and scale of your journey toward wealth. Understanding the value of time and using it intentionally can turn even the smallest opportunities into significant successes. When you start with nothing, it's easy to feel like you're at a disadvantage compared to those with more resources. But here's the truth. Time levels the playing field. Everyone, regardless of their circumstances, has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't lies in how they use those hours. Are you spending your time on activities that bring you closer to your goals? Or are you wasting it on distractions and unproductive habits? One of the most powerful principles to understand is the compounding effect of time. Just as money grows through compound interest, small, consistent efforts over time create massive results. Whether you're learning a skill, starting a side hustle, or building relationships, the key is to start now and remain consistent. Even if your progress feels slow at first, the momentum you build will accelerate over time. Every hour invested today pays dividends tomorrow. But it's also important to recognize that not all activities are equal in value. Some tasks move you closer to your goals, while others keep you busy without making any real impact. This is where prioritization comes in. Focus on high-value activities, the ones that have the greatest potential to create long-term results. These might include learning a marketable skill, creating a business plan, networking with the right people, or building an online presence. Avoid the trap of spending time on things that feel urgent but don't contribute to your progress. When you have nothing, one of the smartest investments you can make is in learning. Education doesn't have to be expensive. There are countless free or low-cost resources available online, from courses and tutorials to books and podcasts. The time you spend acquiring knowledge and skills is never wasted. It's an investment in your future earning potential. Every new skill you learn increases your ability to solve problems, provide value, and create opportunities. Another critical aspect of valuing your time is developing good habits. Successful people often attribute their achievements to consistent daily routines that prioritize growth and productivity. Establishing habits like waking up early, setting daily goals, and dedicating focused time to your most important tasks can have a transformative effect on your life. Small, disciplined actions compound over time, leading to results that far exceed the initial effort. It's also essential to guard your time fiercely. Distractions are everywhere, from social media to mindless entertainment. While relaxation and leisure are important, it's crucial to strike a balance. Ask yourself, is this activity helping me move closer to my goals, or is it taking me further away? By consciously eliminating time-wasting habits, you can free up hours that can be redirected toward more meaningful pursuits. Another way to maximize your time is by learning the art of delegation. Even if you're starting with nothing, there are creative ways to outsource or streamline tasks that don't require your personal attention. For example, trading services or leveraging technology can help you accomplish more in less time. Delegating isn't just for the wealthy. It's a mindset that allows you to focus on what you do best, while others handle less critical tasks. Finally, valuing your time means recognizing its fleeting nature. Every day is an opportunity to take one step closer to your goals. And once that day is gone, you can't get it back. This sense of urgency shouldn't create stress, but rather a sense of purpose. Knowing that your time is limited inspires you to make the most of every moment, no matter how small the steps may seem. Time is your greatest ally when you start with nothing. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter, prioritizing what matters most and staying consistent. By respecting the value of your time and using it intentionally, you can turn even the smallest efforts into significant achievements. Wealth is not just about what you have, it's about what you do with the time you're given. When you have nothing, the most powerful tool at your disposal is your ability to develop and leverage skills. Skills are the currency that can't be taken away from you. They are infinitely more valuable than money. And when you master a skill, you create opportunities that money alone cannot provide. In a world where many opportunities seem out of reach due to lack of resources, skills give you the ability to unlock doors and create value regardless of your starting point. Starting with nothing doesn't mean you're powerless. In fact, it's the perfect moment to focus on learning and developing skills that are in demand. Think about it. When you don't have money, you can't afford to waste time on things that won't add value. Every skill you acquire increases your ability to generate income, solve problems, and contribute to the world in a meaningful way. Whether it's learning how to code, becoming an expert in digital marketing, mastering a trade, or honing your writing skills, the right skills are a direct path to financial independence. The best part is that you don't need a formal education or expensive courses to learn valuable skills today. The internet has democratized education. From free online courses to YouTube tutorials, podcasts, and books, there are endless opportunities to gain expertise in almost any field. The only requirement is your commitment to learning. By consistently dedicating time to skill development, you begin to build an asset that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. When you start developing skills, it's crucial to think about what's in demand in today's economy. Take a look at the industries that are growing rapidly: technology, online business, digital marketing, and health and wellness, for example. These fields are full of opportunities for people who are willing to learn and stay ahead of the curve. If you can position yourself as someone with the expertise to solve problems in one of these high-demand areas, you're setting yourself up for financial success. It's also important to understand that mastering a skill takes time, but the return on that investment is immense. You might have to work long hours and push through frustration as you learn, but every ounce of effort you put into skill building brings you closer to creating wealth. There's a beauty in the process of mastery. The more you learn, the more confident you become in your ability to generate value. This confidence then translates into opportunities. When you know your worth, you start to attract clients, customers, or employers who value the skills you've developed. One of the keys to leveraging your skills effectively is to think about how you can use them to solve problems for others. The value of a skill is not in the skill itself, but in how it benefits other people. Whether you're offering a service or creating a product, the more you can solve problems and meet needs, the more valuable your skill becomes. It's this focus on solving problems that will allow you to transform a simple skill into a thriving business or a high-paying career. Another important strategy when it comes to skills is to never stop learning. The world changes rapidly, and staying relevant means continuously upgrading your skill set. The most successful people are those who never rest on their laurels, but instead always look for ways to improve and adapt. By committing to lifelong learning, you not only stay competitive in your field, but also open yourself up to new opportunities as industries evolve. Mindset is one of the most critical factors that determine whether you succeed or fail, particularly when you have nothing. Your mindset shapes the way you see opportunities, challenges, and your own potential. It's your internal blueprint for success, and it can either propel you toward greatness or hold you back from realizing your dreams. The difference between those who rise from adversity and those who stay stuck often comes down to how they view themselves and their situation. If you want to get rich and achieve success when you have nothing, you must cultivate a mindset that is focused on growth, opportunity, and resilience. First and foremost, your mindset must be one of abundance, not scarcity. When you start with nothing, it's easy to fall into a scarcity mindset, the belief that there's not enough to go around, that success is limited, and that opportunities are reserved for a select few. This kind of thinking limits your potential because it keeps you focused on what you don't have instead of what you can create. An abundance mindset, on the other hand, allows you to see the world as full of opportunities. It allows you to believe that there is always room for growth and success, no matter where you start. With an abundance mindset, you understand that resources, connections, and opportunities are plentiful. You just have to be willing to seek them out and take action to claim them. Another crucial component of mindset is having a growth-already perspective. A growth mindset means believing that your abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. When you have a growth mindset, challenges and failures are seen as opportunities to improve. You understand that setbacks are not signs of inadequacy, but invitations to grow stronger and smarter. This mindset is essential when you start with nothing because it encourages you to keep learning, to keep developing new skills, and to keep evolving. People with a growth mindset view the process as just as important as the outcome. They value the journey and know that every step taken is contributing to their eventual success. The power of positive thinking cannot be underestimated. The way you talk to yourself, the internal dialogue you maintain, shapes your reality. When you have nothing, it's easy to fall into negative thinking patterns. You might tell yourself, "I'll never make it," or "I don't have what it takes." But those thoughts will only reinforce feelings of inadequacy and doubt. Instead, you must consciously choose to adopt positive affirmations and self-talk. Remind yourself daily that you are capable, resourceful, and deserving of success. Visualize yourself achieving your goals and reinforce the belief that you can overcome any obstacle. Positive thinking helps you stay motivated, focused, and confident, even in the face of adversity. It helps you reframe challenges as temporary and manageable rather than permanent roadblocks. Equally important is a mindset of perseverance. When you have nothing, the road to success will be tough. There will be times when things don't go according to plan, when your progress is slower than you'd like, or when obstacles seem insurmountable. But in those moments, it's essential to remind yourself that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Perseverance means pushing through the tough times, staying committed to your vision, and continuing to take action even when things seem impossible. It's about developing the mental toughness to stay the course, regardless of setbacks, failures, or delays. With perseverance, you can keep moving forward even when the going gets tough. And that determination will eventually lead you to success. You also need a mindset of responsibility. When you have nothing, it can be tempting to blame external factors for your lack of progress. Circumstances, the economy, your upbringing, or the people around you. But adopting a mindset of responsibility means taking ownership of your situation, no matter what it is. It's about acknowledging that you have the power to change your circumstances, even if it's in small ways. Responsibility empowers you because it places the onus on you to take control of your actions and your outcomes. When you believe that you have the ability to create change in your life, you take proactive steps toward your goals instead of waiting for others or external factors to change first. Another essential element of mindset is the ability to embrace risk. When you start with nothing, it's natural to feel fear and uncertainty about taking risks. After all, without money or resources, making mistakes could be costly. But a mindset focused on growth and success understands that taking risks is necessary for achieving big goals. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. The key is to take calculated risks, those that have the potential to propel you forward, even if there's a chance of failure. It's important to understand that every great success involves some degree of risk, and without taking those risks, you'll never move beyond your current situation. A mindset that embraces risk helps you take bold, decisive action rather than playing it safe and staying stuck, getting it useful. One of the most powerful shifts in mindset you can make is to see failure not as something to fear, but as an opportunity for growth. Most people fear failure because they view it as a negative outcome. But successful people understand that failure is simply feedback. It's a part of the process and an essential step toward eventual success. Every time you fail, you learn something valuable about what doesn't work, and that knowledge brings you one step closer to finding what does. When you have nothing, embracing failure as part of the learning process is critical. It allows you to keep moving forward with confidence, even after setbacks. Each failure becomes a lesson that contributes to your overall growth. Finally, having a mindset of gratitude is vital. It's easy to focus on what you lack, especially when starting from nothing. But developing a mindset of gratitude allows you to focus on what you have, your health, your skills, your relationships, and your potential. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance and helps you maintain a positive outlook even in challenging times. When you express gratitude for the opportunities, lessons, and support you already have, you attract more of the same into your life. Gratitude also helps you remain grounded and humble, which is important as you build your wealth and success. Your mindset is the lens through which you perceive the world, and it shapes your actions and reactions. When you start with nothing, you must cultivate a mindset that is positive, resilient, and growth already. Your mindset will fuel your determination, keep you moving forward through adversity, and open up new possibilities that you never imagined were available. Otherwise, by focusing on growth, abundance, and persistence, you transform your reality and create the foundation for your success regardless of where you start. With the right mindset, you can turn nothing into everything. The power of purpose and vision cannot be overstated when you're starting with nothing. Having a clear sense of purpose and a compelling vision of what you want to achieve serves as the guiding force that keeps you motivated and on track, even when the journey feels uncertain or overwhelming. Your purpose is what gives meaning to everything you do, and your vision is what propels you toward your goals. When you know exactly why you're working towards something, and you can vividly picture the life you want to create, it becomes easier to stay focused, even in the face of adversity. Starting with nothing can often make it feel like there are too many obstacles standing in your way. It's easy to feel lost or overwhelmed, especially when you're unsure of where to start. But when you have a clear purpose and vision, it acts as a compass, helping you navigate through uncertainty. Your purpose reminds you of the deeper reasons behind your actions, why you want to succeed, what impact you want to have, and how your success will serve others. When you connect to that deeper meaning, you find the strength to keep pushing forward even on the toughest days. A sense of purpose gives you the motivation to take action when things get hard. It fuels your drive and gives you the resilience to keep going even when external circumstances aren't in your favor. Without purpose, it's easy to get distracted by temporary setbacks or lose sight of the long-term vision. But when your actions are aligned with your purpose, every challenge becomes part of the journey. You understand that the road to success isn't easy, but your purpose makes it worthwhile. It keeps you going when the results are slow or when the obstacles seem insurmountable. Equally important is having a clear vision of where you want to go. Your vision is like a roadmap. It gives you direction and clarity. When you can vividly picture your end goal, you begin to understand the steps you need to take to get there. A clear vision helps you prioritize your actions, stay focused on what matters, and make decisions that align with your ultimate goals. It allows you to make choices based on the bigger picture, not just on immediate gratification or temporary circumstances. When you're starting with nothing, your vision can be one of the most powerful tools you have. It can help you look past your current situation and see the possibilities for the future. Your vision gives you the ability to imagine what could be rather than being constrained by what is. It encourages you to think big and dream beyond the limitations of your current resources. It's easy to feel like your circumstances define your future, but a clear vision helps you break free from that mindset and focus on what's possible. Creating a vision for your life is not just about setting material goals. It's about imagining the kind of person you want to become and the legacy you want to leave. It's about picturing yourself living a life that aligns with your values, passions, and purpose. A strong vision connects you to something greater than yourself. It connects you to the impact you want to make in the world, the way you want to contribute, and the person you want to be. Okay? This sense of purpose is the fuel that drives you, especially when you don't have the financial resources, support, or immediate success to keep you going. Woo! A clear vision gives you the confidence to say no to things that don't align with your long-term goals, helping you stay focused and avoid wasting time on things that don't matter. Having a clear sense of purpose and vision also provides you with the emotional strength to overcome challenges. When things go wrong or you encounter setbacks, your purpose keeps you grounded and focused on the bigger picture. You know that the struggles you face are temporary and that they're just part of the process. Your vision helps you maintain perspective, reminding you that the challenges are leading you towards something greater. It helps you stay resilient, knowing that your efforts are ultimately contributing to the life you're building. If you ask me. Additionally, having a compelling vision of your future can help you maintain a positive outlook. When you focus on what you're working toward, you begin to see the opportunities around you. You start to notice the people, resources, and possibilities that you may have overlooked before. With a strong vision, you begin to think creatively and outside the box, seeking solutions where others might see obstacles. You also become more resourceful, realizing that even when you have nothing, you can still create something from what you do have. Your vision helps you see the potential in every situation, which makes it easier to turn challenges into opportunities.